So my name is Omar Abasad. It is 2:28 p.m. June 19th. So I'm going to show you today's sample of being tagged. And I am uploading right now a video that I took a little bit earlier today that demonstrated very clearly that there are signals coming into my body and it's being emitted out of the body. So just going to show you here these signals coming from the chest. So my back is hurting and the rib area here is tagged. I don't have any magnets on me. My ear, I'm feeling slightly nauseous. And the, uh, the ear, the nose, I'm sorry, the eyes. And you will notice that the power is being turned down as I do this. So last night, well, this morning actually, I woke up and I did a video, and it showed very clearly the level of the power of the microwave signals being pulsed into my body. Now, there were some comments outside my window about being gang raped. And this is something that Pam in the company that I work with said, "You're going to be raped." And she said that the evening before, and that night, the same thing happened as this morning. The signals were pumped up. The power of the signals were pumped up. There were all kinds of pulses between my legs. There was a feeling of pressure on my body, almost as if somebody would lie down on your body. So the power have to be turned up pretty high for that to happen. The same thing happens when you get a sensation of touch on your body, breast, between your legs, and anywhere else for that matter. It depends on the level of the power. So, um, again, depending on the level of the power, you get the sensation that you want. So, if you want extreme pain, the power would be turned up extremely high. Also, there are other technologies that could be used, like ultrasound technology, ultrasonic technology. So, these would make you really nauseous, and they go through walls, of course. Sound waves go through walls. So, as I said before, there is, I suspect, I should say, um, and to me, it's a fact based on these signals that I'm recording, that there is a remote sex slave operation in the building, and I'm being locked out of the job market by constantly being reported on and being degraded. So if I, and these are based on the comments I hear outside the window. So if I'm reported by people in the last position as being mentally retarded or slow, can't do an Excel spreadsheet properly, can't get it right, which would all be lies, which is fine for this program because the people who making reports are expected to lie because the agenda is to degrade. So the truth doesn't matter. I get flagged for it. So another example of that is the truth doesn't matter. Another example of the truth doesn't matter is I get flagged for walking back and forth in the corridor by some neighbors, I'd imagine. I'm not doing it. So an easy solution to that would be to put a camera in the corridor and see who's doing it. I'm not a prostitute, so definitely people who are in the corridor is not coming there to see me. So if there are people hanging around my door, and there are, I should say, night and day sometimes, I'm going to put a camera at my door. They're being sent there. So who is sending them there? Well, the informants who are reporting on me because they need things to report. These people are pimping. They're sending them to me, setting me up. So, and I've reported this to, I talked about this to various people, including the cops. So, this is the truth. This is another example of truth doesn't matter because the program has an agenda to channel you into sex slavery, basically. It's set up that way, and these signals are just part of it. So if you compare this video that I'm going to upload now to the one just before, you will see how different the level of the power is from this video to the last one. So it varies. So when the power is extremely high, um, the comments outside the window when it's daylight is you're being gang raped, meaning that there's several people log into you. Therefore, the power of the signals are extremely high, and that's when I get heart palpitations, and the temperature fluctuates that I demonstrated so many times before. So my blood pressure goes up and down, my body temperature goes up and down, my internal temperature goes up and down when the power is turned up for a little bit of time. It has to be more than a few seconds. If it's just a few seconds, then the surface of the skin, the temperature of the surface of the skin is affected. If it goes on for a few minutes, the internal temperature is also affected. So I've demonstrated this several times before. And this video, I've demonstrated that the power is turned off. The power is turned off. So varying levels during the day. And from the comments I hear, varying number of people logging on. That probably corresponds to the higher level of the power and the amount of pain you're in. And the heat that's generated from these signals um, makes you swell up, basically bloated. It causes inflammation, and it causes all kinds of other health issues, underlying problems. It affects the stickiness of your blood vessels, so your blood gets thicker. You can get clots. The clots can lead to other issues, heart attacks. You can get strokes. You can get aneurysms when the power is turned up extremely high and your pressure goes up and then drops suddenly. There are all kinds of other effects that can happen when that continuously go on. Um, so it's a roundabout way to make you sick. If you drop off a heart attack, there's no way that somebody is going to think that, oh, somebody's microwaving this person. It's a great way to kill somebody without any evidence. Extremely easy to do that. Talk to you another time.